morning. Today is July 3rd and we are going to be drawing and painting something with the color palette of a European robin. If you are joining us, let us know. I'm just pulling you guys up on my other device so I can see who is here. Let's see. So I had Piper wanting to come in and then go out and then come in. And it looks like I'm kind of just static there. It isn't. It's just waiting. Oh, here I am. Here I am. Yesterday we had By the Sea workshop. I'm a little bit crooked. Let me straighten up a little bit. That was Piper coming in. No, she cannot open and close the door by herself. That was me. I had to just go up and close it for her. So this was yesterday's workshop. If you joined us, thank you so much. It was lovely to have you in the workshop. If you didn't make it, I will be putting this up for purchase. It is part of all the workshops. If you purchase all the workshops, you actually get 12 workshops for that price. Hola, Patty. Hi, Meryl. How are you? So I think it's quite a good deal. You get all of those workshops. If you didn't take advantage of the discount in the beginning, there is a 15% discount. You just have to message me and you'll get that. Hi, Leslie. Hey, C. Hi, Esty. I think all the people here have all the workshops, so you guys are all good. I did not finish Mr. Freddy yesterday, so I'm going to see what how I get along today. I'm actually doing this image. This is my image for today that I want to do. Louise says, morning, love that painting. I need a workshop catch-up day. Yes, you do. So this is what I'm going to be working on. It's a little terrace plaza with a courtyard in Oaxaca, and I love the light in it, so I'm going to try and capture that. These are the colors I'm working with because it is European Robin Day, not the background, just the robin. I wonder if I can, let me see if I can, oh, I can make a sticker. Copy. And if I need a blank screen. How am I going to get a blank screen from here? I don't know if I can get a blank screen. I don't think I can. I think I have to go into, let's see. I'm going to go into here and see if I can just create a blank screen. I could have done this, couldn't I? I don't know if I can paste it in here. Let's have a look. I don't need to add photo. I need to add a sticker. Background. Oh, I could add. Let's see if I can add. This is something that you don't need to be doing because it just wastes time. Because I don't think I can do it in here. I think I would have to do it in notes. Anyway, that's too complicated, so I'm not going to do that. So I know that it does actually save your sticker when you go into a text, and you can save your sticker in there. Oh, maybe if I go into stories, I could do that. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Story. And then if I go here, I can I do a sticker here? No. I cannot. Autofill? No. And I don't think it went over here yet. Sorry, I'm just trying to do something because I could do it on my phone, but I can't do it on here. I think it's different operating systems or different computers. Anyway, this is my color palette for today after me trying to figure out how to do something that I have no idea how to do. Hola, Natalia. Hello. Hello, Natalia. Hello, Martina. How are you? Put it in notes. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's have a look. So I've got my sticker, copy, and then notes. But can I do a blank note? Let's have a look. Paste. Ah, there's the sticker. Okay, done. And then I can, what I would do is do this. This way I just don't have the green around it, and it's probably better. I made a whole bunch of stickers, and then you can use them because they're in your phone, you know, like where your emojis are and everything. And then you can use them for that. I think it's really cool. Ah, there we go. Okay. So I'm gonna, this is actually, I'm just gonna get rid of that because it's not a very good version of it. So now I have my color palette, and I have my image that I'm going to be working from. Thank you, Natalia. Thank you. All right. Let's have a look. This, I mean, you know, these like switching color palettes, it's not that easy. Oh, and then I could, no, I'm not going to do it in black. Well, I could do this in black and white. Yeah, I could do that, couldn't I? Let's do that. This is like a tech lesson on how to change everything around. Okay, so I've got that done. Save to photos. So now it's in here. Now I'm going to edit, and I'm going to go down here to saturation and go black and white. And I like to up the black point a little bit. There we go. And et voila. Et voila, et voila. Now you can see all your values. So when you're using a color palette like this, you can also see all your values, the lightest and the darkest and the midtones. I think I'll still use the color one because I think it'll be easier for my brain to actually use the color one. But I'm going to go over here and get it sketched out, at least that. Also, it's going to be more of a square, so I'm going to have to crop this afterwards. We've got a big column here. And I want to keep it quite loose, so really I'm just getting the major points in. Things like this, which I want to keep the beautiful areas of light really important to me. Here, just get this sky in. I think he can be a little bit shorter. And then we have the arches. So this is at a slight angle, like up here. So I want to put that in as an angle so that I have my one arch here and my one arch there. And this one is a lot wider, and it goes all the way up and across. I do have one of those curly things. This really helps, by the way, if you have a ruler that has it has what, like, I don't know what is inside, but it's basically wired, and this helps you get these beautiful arches. So I was showed And I can also do the same. So here, if this is like this, I'm going to move this over to here, and then I'll get the same arch over here, which will look so much better in the end. I used to use these like for technical drawing when I was in school, so I've always had one. It's really handy. Patricia, hola Coca-Cola. Patricia says you can add all the birdies in the same note. Well, that's kind of what I did. Oh yes, that's such a good idea. And then I can copy and paste individual notes. Ah, yeah, that's a really good idea. Hello, Laura. How are you? Laura from New York. Lovely to have you here, Laura. So, if you are wondering what we are doing, this is my photo on my camera roll when I went to Oaxaca with a whole bunch of ladies at the end of January this past year, and fell in love with Oaxaca. It really reminded me a lot of Mallorca, and how, you know, things like these little courtyards inside, just inside buildings, you walk past and, you know, there's like a door open and you can see it's not just a building. Like, you can go in, there's a courtyard, there's restaurants, and they're all kind of just inside the main streets. And it really did remind me of Spain. And I think people forget how beautiful different cultures are, and how they live. And in Oaxaca, food is extremely important. I mean, it is important in my life anyway, but it was extremely important. Like, you could tell, right? They pay a lot of attention to their restaurants and to making, you know, everybody feel comfortable, making the best experience possible, and just the way they set everything up. Like, I gotta go back to the color image. To me, like, this place, it was all about like light and dark and shadows, and it was just stunning. Like, every place you turned, it was full of light and color, and I think it's like an artist's dream. If you haven't been, it's a place that you definitely should go. Absolutely, for sure, for sure, for sure. And I know that there are other places around the world that are just as spectacular, but I don't know. I know that Patricia's been, she loves it. Anyone else been here that is with us? And somebody was asking who was contemplating taking or coming on my art retreat to Oaxaca, because it is slightly different to the one going to Italy. Like, it is more of a city tour, street tour, Zapotec site tour, cooking class. Like, it's very cultural. Like, it's art and culture together, and we're really doing a lot of sketching in the sketchbooks and really seeing and building up, you know, taking pictures and working from pictures, and just talking about what we see in art. And I feel like when I went there, that was a huge thing to take away with you from a trip like this, just being around creatives and seeing what they see and listening to what they see different to you. Like, I think it was really great. So it is different to Italy, where we're not going to be actually painting on plein air. but we will be drawing on plein air. Like, it will be definitely more sketches and painting in sketchbooks. If you want to take canvas with you, you can and set up. You will have time to do that, but it will be more experiencing the place and really getting a feel for the culture as well. I think that's important. You come away with, you know, the whole experience, not just, you can be in your studio at home. Italy will be different, where we will be going to places with easels, painting, and then coming back and painting in the studio. Whereas Oaxaca will be going out, touring, going to different locations, sites, and then coming back, going for lunch, sketching at lunch. Like, it'll be more food, culture, and art together. Okay, this has to come down a little bit, I think. Let's get this little person in here so that I can see whereabouts I need to put things. Sometimes it's nice just to draw out your image. I know that I do a lot of like color blocking, but something like this with architectural structures, I really do feel like I need to exercise my drawing skills for sure. There's a lot of arches here. And then they have all these, like this structure above here, and that creates beautiful shadows as well. It lets air in, but it doesn't let too much. I don't know what they do when it starts to rain. Well, maybe they can close those and then it becomes a, that would be smart. No, I don't think they can. I think it's all open. I was going to say, maybe they close them and then it becomes like a full roof. I don't know. Or they just clean the tables and make sure that there's nothing on the tables when it rains. Does it even rain in Oaxaca? I have no idea. Yeah, it must rain. They must have a rainy season too. Can't be this. It's very, it's not very humid, but they have big dips in temperature, so that it's very cold at night. Like, it gets down to like 12 degrees or whatever, which isn't very cold compared to what we have. And then it is warm in the day, so you get a lot of condensation, I think. So there's a lot of water buildup. Okay, so we've got light here. I'm going to make sure that I capture these areas. Light here, light back here, and light here. So here is the sketch. I think I'm okay, and I can start to paint it now. So I'm going to go with my darks first. I usually leave the lights and go like from light to dark, but there is so much of like a big contrast in this, so I want to go dark first. Get my palette ready. So this is my palette here. So I know that I have some really, really dark areas, and I think I could probably go like with a purpley mauve and then pull in some of these lighter mauve colors. And then I have this beautiful terracotta color, which will work perfectly with the terracotta of the pots, and also the washes here of like this warm glow, so I can use that. And then for the plants, I think maybe I'll use the mauves and the lilacs. So I think that's what I will do. Natalia says, is that Charles in the background? Do you mean Piper? Natalia, it could be Piper. She was eating just now. I forget that I don't have a mic on, and it's just my phone recording, so you probably hear a lot of background noise. Yes. Piper, not Charles. I love it. Charles is Beth's little dog. They're very little. Both of them are very little. Charles and Piper would be best friends if they were together. I love that. All right, let's get started. I have a little bit of terracotta on here, which is great. And I have leftover paint over here, so I'm just going to give it a spray and see what I can lift and use, because I don't want to not use it. So let's see. I will take actually a little bit of a spray here. Good morning, Melissa. How are you? Did I read right this morning that you're doing geishas? Is that how you say geisha? Geisha. Japanese geishas tomorrow? This is our color palette for today. It's a European robin. You know, growing up, I never knew that there was an American robin. I just thought this was our robin. We didn't have any other robins other than this little guy. They're a lot rounder and a lot smaller. So I think the American robins are part of the thrush family over here, and the robin is a robin. Yes, I have just finished my coffee, my first coffee. I will be on to my second, not right now, but later. Okay, let's get some, I'm gonna get some dark on here. And I do have color, which is actually, it's pulling up really nicely. So I'm super happy about that. You know, that's also a telltale sign of something that I like, is if the paints reactivate and don't crack. And the Daniel Smith seems to be lovely like that. So this is a beautiful little courtyard in Oaxaca, if you are just joining Oaxaca. And I am trying to use the colors of the robin in my painting. So that's my goal today. And it's probably already, oh no, it's not yet past. I just did the sketch right now. I'm using photos from my camera roll for each day's image that I will be using. So I would suggest that you go through your camera roll if you don't know what to draw, or you know, you get stuck on subject matter. Either set up a still life and do a still life in front of you, or pick a photo from your camera roll and use that. What is everybody else drawing? I've been talking. Let's hear what you guys are all drawing for today's color bird inspiration. So if you also don't know, we are doing a month of colors in July. We've been doing it for the past few years, but this month we have been inspired by Louise's idea of drawing anything with the color palette of an individual bird. So Today is the robin. Let's see, do I have, I'm gonna have a look here. Yesterday's was the blue tit, not the blue tint, the blue tit. Yes, we do have tits in England, a lot of them. A lot. We have the grey tit, we have the yellow tit, we have the blue tit, we have, do we have other tits? We do, we have a lot of tits. And then the first day was the malachite kingfisher, so he was beautiful. So those are our birds so far, and if you're a Patreon you have access to all the birds. So, oh, I just saw this doesn't make sense. I may have to push this back, or maybe I can just pull this up and around a little bit. I know, it's quite rigid, my drawing, but you know, if I spend time doing a sketch like this, it's like yesterday's piece in our class. If I spend time doing a sketch like that, then I'm probably going to come out with something which is a little bit more refined. But it's also when there's a lot of light and shadow, then I feel like I need to give that a lot of credit and make sure that I capture the light when I'm doing something like this. So there's a lot of greenery. Things hanging from the ceiling. Oh, Patricia. She's like, I'm back. What did I miss? You didn't miss too much. Melissa says, yeah, it's geisha tomorrow. And she says, I wonder if they sound alike. Oh, the robins? No, they don't. See, they sound very different. Very, very different. You should listen. Go and listen to them on Google, or like on Explore or something. Put the sound of a robin, European robin, and the sound of the robins over here. The European robins are a little bit not as aggressive sounding. Like, I find the American robins are very like loud, especially in the mornings. I would imitate a robin, but I'm not going to, because then it'll be with me for life and recorded, so I'm not going to do that for you. Somebody would make a meme out of me creating a robin sound. That would not be good. But yeah, I can hear it in my head. Melissa says, haha, I had to look up the plural of geisha. Apparently both geisha and geishas is right. Okay. C says, one of my friends, she just happened to be wearing these colors. Oh, that's what you're doing. Fantastic. Great. And Leslie says, I'm painting my grandson on the river. With the colors, Leslie? Probably, yes, with the colors. Fantastic. So wherever this color is, I'm going to put it in the image. You can see even just by, oh, this is a lot further over as well. I'm going to put that there. Even just by putting in these darks, you can you get a little bit better idea of everything, like the structure and everything coming together. It's dark here too. Remember to squint your eyes when you're working from like a photograph. We're fortunate that we can work from photographs, and we have all that information there for you. I did convert it into a black and white here, but I'm just going by the color because I love the colors. But if it's easier for you, you could convert it for sure. They have so many beautiful terraced restaurants as well. So if you're coming with us to Oaxaca, we're going to be spending a lot of time on terraced locations. Great way to see the city as well, and kind of get away from the hustle and bustle of, I mean, I don't think it's not super busy in Oaxaca. All right, we have a little bit of a dark area here. So are you guys going directly with the colors, or are you taking the colors and are you taking the colors and mixing the colors of the color palette that you have in front of you? Like, there's always that, do we do the colors that we see, or do we use the colors from the color palette to create other colors as well? I know that we've had this conversation, Patricia and I, because she's like, well, red and blue, does that mean you can use purple? I kind of like looking at the image, or like, for example, the color palette is the bird, so I'm taking like the darks, the color of the darks, the color of the feathers here. This is my palette, so I want this to look like this, as in color wise. Okay, that's my 2 cents. Let's see. So we have a little bit of this color right here. See that? I'm gonna pull that in the columns, the stone in shadow. Maybe I can take a little bit of white as well. So just checking with the colors. I have this color as well. Really loving these paints, and these brushes are great as well. These brushes are called Falling in Art. I don't know if anybody's tried them. think there are a lot more lines than I'm putting up here, but I'm not a perfectionist, so I'm not going to be counting how many structural elements there are in the ceiling. I'm just looking at the idea and direction of what I've got in front of me rather than worrying about it being perfect. There are shadows also underneath here, which I have left out. Also with some of the plants, I can go much darker, I think, along the base of the plants, and also the trunks of some of these trees that are in pots. Patricia says, I'm painting another teacup. I can't wait to see all these teacups. And Leslie says, yes, she's doing the colors of the bird. Melissa says, my dog is saying it's time for a walk. It's time for a walk. I love that. Enjoy the rest of your morning. Thanks for popping in. Everybody, don't forget to check in with Melissa's art hang party tomorrow. It is at 7 p.m. Eastern, and it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So I will be there drawing geishas as well. I think my daughter is here from university, so I'm not sure if... I think I'll be there for a little bit of the time anyway. Yes. For sure. Okay, so I'm putting a little bit of warmth in. I have the color of the chest of the bird. Let's take a little bit of this color along the edge here. And shadows. Not going to do the gate until right at the end because that's in the foreground. And it's funny, these shadows here have like a warm hue and then a darker hue on top of them, so it kind of creates this vibration that you can see here. I think this can be a little bit darker as well. You can always clean up your straight lines at the end when everything is like dry. This can be darker too. I'm gonna darken this color here. And I went over a little bit of the light area. So I got to correct that. And get the floor in and all the shadow areas and the light. Just do more of a wash of it, and then I can adjust and make it darker if I need to. Here, I've got to correct here. Make this color a little bit more of a mauve. I'm going to start bringing in the mauve of the bird. Maybe too dark. I'm going to pull it down here a little bit. So you got the floor, the bricks in the floor or the stone, and then you also have the shadow on top. So that can get a bit confusing, but you don't see the floor lines, like how the floor is separate from each other or put together, but you do see it in the shadow. Like you don't see it in the light, but you see it in the shadow. So something to look at and think about. I'm going to move this mauve over to here as well in some of the shadows. There's also some warm shadows back here, you can see. Can't really see too much back here, and I'm going to take this color as well for the pillar, for this side of the pillar. Oh, we still have 15 minutes. Fantastic. How are you guys all doing with yours? Is it coming together? I think I can go slightly darker here with the floor. I like this washed out effect, but I don't feel like it's a dark enough value. And so the blue in the background, I'm going to have to do that like a mauve, the mauve color, because there is kind of that bluey, maybe I can do a little bit more of a blue tone. I can do that, yeah, for sure. And then we've got the lighter blue also in the sky, so I should probably do that while I'm on the blues. And there's also some sunny areas over here that I can put in. Make sure I'm putting those in. It's Wednesday today. Does anybody have any drawing sessions they're going to? I feel like I'm a little bit out of the loop because I have been focusing on June and it's been crazy with prom and grad, and I feel like now I can catch up on everything that I didn't catch up on beforehand or was falling behind. So if anybody has any drawing sessions that they're doing today, or I know that tomorrow's is Visual Arts Passage and Melissa. They are both on Thursdays. I'll put some sky color in here. This is not as blue as I'd like it, but I'm trying to stick with the colors of the robin. I'm going to go back to a little bit more of a muted blue and just put that here. Actually, it probably could have been a little bit lighter. And the arches, oops, that arch is not good. I can clean that up though, that's okay. And then also back here with the white trim is really not white, so you know, really check your colors when you're drawing. It's not bright white, not like the lighten up here. And take my blue again and just give some little brush strokes here to make it look like the light is coming through from the ceiling. I know that there is a lighter color up there too. What color can we go? We can go, so around the eye it's a little bit lighter of a yellow. Let's pull that in. A touch of orange. And then I can go a little bit lighter with the white. This is where mine becomes a little bit looser than the image. And I'm just giving the impression of color in certain areas. So any drawing sessions that you know of today? What are you all up to today? Today is Wednesday. I do have a drawing. I have a class. Oh yeah, I've got a class. It's like I almost forgot. No, I didn't forget. So at 10 a.m. we are painting cats. It is Painterly Cats workshop today. If you love cats, if you don't love cats, you can still come and paint cats. And we are painting cats in a painterly fashion, not necessarily in a realistic fashion. So that'll be a lot of fun. Some of you are coming to that. I know some of you can't make it. That's okay. Okay, I'm getting some of these little lights put on here. And the shades that come across. I just don't want, I don't want them to lift the blue, and I think they are. That's why I leave a lot of negative, like white space, because then the color becomes, is very pure and doesn't pick up the color underneath. So even though you can go over with gouache, it is a good idea to make that effort and leave certain areas so you're not going over a color. I should have left little areas here for this. My sky is not as bright. It should have been a little bit brighter. I wonder if I can put a little fine line here, make it a little bit lighter. I also want this for the shadows over here, or the light, not light, the shadows are going to be darker, keeping the light light. Okay, I do need to create some terracotta, so I'm going to take my, and this is the color of the chest of the robin, and I can use that for the terracotta pots. So I'm going to block all those in, keeping the light nice and bright, and that one I just covered. Let's make a little bit more of an orange. Probably didn't even need to do the person walking. You guys are all so quiet today. Oh, it's Independence Day. Yes. Happy 4th of July today. Hang on. Is it not the 3rd today? I thought it's the 4th of July tomorrow. Am I getting my days mixed up? No. Monday was the 1st. Yesterday was the 2nd. Today is the 3rd. So tomorrow is Independence Day. Did I say what's happening tomorrow or today? I don't know. Anyway, happy 4th of July for tomorrow. Or do you celebrate all week? Putting a little bit of the brighter orange on. And this guy has kind of khaki pants on. I can even put this color for his skin tone. What am I missing? I'm missing this color over here. Let's put a little bit over here. And then I want to, I don't have, there's no green in the bird. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the mauve. So I'm going to make my mauve here. And the plants are going to be mauve. Oh, I could have done them golden actually, couldn't I? Maybe golden would have been better. So all the lighter areas are going to be much brighter. I need to probably put some darker mauves as well. Three minutes. No, I may go slightly over. We'll see. I can have that nice light in there as well, I think. Keeping it nice and bright. And put a little bit of a darker terracotta on some of these pots. They're a little bit light. A little bit more red and a tiny little bit of blue. Oops, that's too much. You have to watch it. It can go green. And I need it warmer. This has to be all dark on this side. I think I can put some of this color on here as well. And here. I know I'm going to be going over slightly, so if you have to leave, I will see you, some of you later at, if you are doing the class and you can show up at like 10 minutes before or 5 minutes before at least, because then I don't have to repeat myself when we're doing the exercises for class. So if you are here and coming to class, if you can, I will be logged on at 1:45, and it's just nice to start because I know I squeeze in a lot, but it's nice to not have to repeat everything. So that would be great if you could. All these little lights here. Verticals, horizontals. Okay, I'm going to go back to the mauve. Create like almost like a gray mauve color and just get some darks in here so the lights look bright. And then you can come in again with your darks and just add some more detail in like the plants. Things like shadows on the sides here can be cleaned up. Oh, that one, we haven't even put the shadows of those. Let's make those coming down here. This will give it a little bit more perspective as well, which is great. There we go. All through there. Everybody, it's 8:04. I know that you guys have to go. Tash, Sunday's your birthday. Independence Day here and a family birthday today. Not your birthday. Whose birthday is it? See? Your birthday's in December. Is it your hubby's? Yeah, I feel like we have some birthdays in July in our group. Oh, we have Meryl. Meryl's got a birthday. Who else has a birthday in our group? Anyone? Oh, thank you, Natalia. I'm trying to get it so that, you know, it actually looks like there's a lot of light, because this is what's so beautiful about these places, is that they do have this glorious glowing light, which I love. I will be sending out Patreon Meet sketch and draws sessions, and this way you can, I'll do it on Luma again. We're going to try it, because this way you can get a reminder. All right, I think I'm done. Let's just check this up here. Oh, no, the bars here, it's I'm not sure if I really want to do the bars. I mean, they are creating, no, I'm not sure. I think I'll leave it. Would you do the bars of the gate here? I will put my signature though. I think this one is a bit too low. There. SD is doing portraits. Fantastic. Tash says, yeah, the 7th, Sunday in Australia. Ooh, your birthday's on the 7th. That's cool. Oh, Sunday in Australia, so Saturday. See, says my daughter, Michelle, my daughter-in-law. And thank you so much, Tash. Thank you, Louise. Yeah, you know what? This is my color palette. So if you, does it kind of look like it? I think it has some resemblance, right? Right? Of the bird. Maybe not so much the dark, but I think the dark is not really visible anyway to the eye. Like what color? And just, I think it's like a dark purple, so I'll just go in a little bit more dark purple and just clean these bits up. Got a bit messy. Oh, that's what I wanted to clean up as well, because it wouldn't make sense like it is. There. Alrighty, everybody. I hope you all have a really good day, and I will see some of you at 9:50 for the Painterly Cats class. If you love cats and you want to draw cats, you can still sign up. It'll be fun. Leslie says, oh, it's spectacular. Sorry, can't make it today. That's okay. You can do the replay. And Louisa says, no bars. If you step one step closer, you wouldn't see them. Oh, that's so true. Thank you, Louisa. So true. All right. Have a really good day, everybody. I will... that was a good painting session. I will see you soon. Bye, everybody. You strayed a bit in the color. That's okay. See, no problem. It's, you showed up, you're here, and you enjoyed painting, hopefully. Okay. Bye, everybody.